Back in high school, I found the hottest hot sauce imaginable. I mean, this stuff came with a nuclear warning on the label. One drop was like pure agony, like licking a blowtorch. Instead of learning my lesson, I got an idea. I decided to bring it to school. So I just decided to print a couple of waivers just to make sure I was covered legally. My first guinea pigs were my friends Nathan and Michael. When lunchtime came around, I just whipped that hot sauce out, and Michael didn't hesitate. He was one of those guys who thought he was invincible, so when he flipped the lid over, and actually he managed to douse a bunch onto it, he just licked it all up and said, "See, no problem." But I knew it was only a matter of time. Nathan, however, burst into sweat within seconds. He just cursed and then ran to the water fountain. Michael kept laughing. You know, he thought he'd really beat the heat, but I knew he had a lot coming down. Just a few minutes later, he started to sweat too and clenched his stomach. Seeing their reactions, the word spread like wildfire. Soon I was surrounded by a sea of students, each one ready to take on the hot sauce challenge. Goths, jocks, even cheerleaders. Everyone wanted a taste of what I had to offer. So after I made them sign waivers, they all took their turn, one by one. I couldn't believe it. Teary eyes, red faces, and desperate runs to the water fountain followed every taste. The courtyard became a scene out of a disaster movie, with groaning, moaning. You would have thought that there was a zombie attack. Kids were even swearing off hot sauce for the rest of their lives. Just as I was pouring a drop for the next victim, a hand shot out and grabbed me. It was the school nurse, and it was dragging me with them to the office. None of the kids around me said that they had ratted me out. In fact, they were actually calling me a legend. It wasn't until the principal came into the room and announced that I had actually given her daughter the hot sauce, and she had come running to him, thinking she was actually on fire. I knew I was going to be in trouble for this one, but as I was heading to my next class, I thought that I had finally had a moment out of the chaos. But little did I know I was wrong. I tried to brush my hair out of my eye, but little did I know that when the nurse had grabbed me, that a glob of hot sauce had ended up on my face, and I actually smeared it into my eye. Burning sensation immediately ripped across my face. It felt like there was a supernova behind my eyelids. Half blind, but delirious. The legend of the hot sauce incident rippled through the hallways of that school until I graduated, and is still to this day the story that I always like to whip out at parties.